I'm Sarah from Northern Michigan Soap Company. Today I'm not making soap, but I am just being a mom today. Recently, as I mentioned in a past video, that we bought a new home last year, and it's an older home that needed to be remodeled. And so we have been working on remodeling our bathroom. And so I just wanted to show you my new shower, and it happens to be all real marble. One of the things that I have come across with having this marble is that I don't know how to clean it. So I've been doing a lot of research lately, trying to figure out how exactly you go about cleaning real marble. I know that you can't use harsh chemicals on it. You don't want to use anything on it that will etch the stone. We don't want it to lose its shine. So one of the things I've been working on lately is I've been trying to find a recipe that will work for stone. And we have hard water. So I needed to find something that will be able to not only clean my shower, but also fight against the hard water stains. So I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about with the hard water so you can see for yourself. After it's been about a week or so that the shower has been done and it is time to clean it. So this here is all real marble. And as you can see, it goes all the way up to the ceiling. And in the niche here, we have this, this herringbone style tile right here. This is all tumbled marble. You can't really see the hard water on it just because it's white, but you can see, if I come down here to the faucet, you can see the water right on that faucet. And so I don't know if you can see very well in the shine here, but there's also that same water spots on this stone. So I went ahead and I found a recipe for a more natural cleaner for the stone that will be safe, one that will disinfect germs, and one that's not going to etch the natural stone. So the recipe that I found, it calls for Castile soap, liquid Castile soap. I have made Castile soap in the past. I've made liquid soap in the past. I just am not set up to make it on more of like a bigger production scale. So it might be something I might consider in the future with doing liquid soap. But for now I have Dr. Bronner's. And then I went on Amazon and I bought a case of the rubbing alcohol, and that is because I also use it for soaping. And one of my favorite things that I got is this glass bottle with a spray top. And I got a 32-ounce glass amber bottle, and that is because you could probably use plastic too, but I prefer glass. So just whatever you prefer. But I'll go ahead and link it down in the description. And then you'll need measuring spoons and a cupper, or a liquid measuring cup too. So the recipe first calls for 3 tablespoons of rubbing alcohol. So my little faux pas is that you also should probably use a funnel. And since our move, I actually I had 3 nice little funnels and I lost all of them. So I'm just doing my best to pour it into the container. But as you can see, there's 3 tablespoons of rubbing alcohol. And now for water, we need 1.5 cups of water. Okay, so I have my 1.5 cups of water, and then now I need to add 1 teaspoon of the Castile soap. So I added the 1 teaspoon of the Castile soap. Now I'm going to put my spray top on the bottle, and we're going to kind of give it a little bit of a shake. All right, guys, let's test it out and see if this recipe works. So one of the things about having the rubbing alcohol in it is that the rubbing alcohol is a disinfectant and it's pH neutral. So that was something I was super happy to find out. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to spray this here, and we're going to see how it works on the brushed nickel as well. Okay guys, so I just finished scrubbing every last tile of my shower, including my niche. And I do have to admit that overall, just cleaning with the way the manufacturers recommend is just basically soap and water, but I really like the added feature of the rubbing alcohol, knowing that it'd be clean and disinfected. But one thing is that on this niche, the hard water kind of drips off of like shampoo bottles and things. So I have a confession. I did go and I got my little scrubby pad, which is a non-scratch pad. I actually have a glass top stove, and with the glass top cleaner that I got this little scrubby, and it's not supposed to scratch. So I got it wet with the cleaner that I made up, and I did scrub some areas like that. But overall, I'll show you what the shower looks like now. So I did go ahead and use the same cleaner for the bottom, but you could probably use any cleaner that you have for preference on the bottom. But with the tile, I scrubbed with a rag I guess you could use a sponge too, every little tile to make sure it was all good and scrubbed. And I did use that scrubby pad that I showed you on the faucet, and as you can see, all those little hard water spots that were there are now gone. So overall, I think this little homemade cleaner deserves a chance in your shower. All right, well, I hope that helps you guys. If you happen to have a natural stone or marble shower, please feel free to give this recipe a try. Leave me some comments below. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, comment, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.